This code sample includes two files. We have file in PHP running on the server and provides us with a REStful web service. This small implementation of a REStful web service uses the Slim framework. If we try to send a request, an HTTP request to this server.php file with a URL address that ends with accounts / and a number, one of these three numbers, the reply will be text. We can treat as text in the JSON format. We can give it a try, see how does it work. We just need to try to access server.php / accounts / and a number. As you can see, the reply is one of these three options according with the ID we pass over. Now let's take a look at the other file, Backbone.js. Here we first include links for three files in JavaScript. Here we have a link for Backbone library, and here a link for underscore library. Well, underscore library is required for using the Backbone library. The jQuery library, and this is another link we have, is required as well. In those cases, we use a Backbone for indirect Ajax implementation. Those cases use jQuery. Now, if we take a look at the code, we can see that we have a model. Its name is bank account, and these are the defaults. And there are three methods we can execute on objects created from this specific model: print details, deposit, and withdraw. Now, these, as we said, are the defaults. This is a function that will be executed when an object is created, and this property, a URL root, its value is actually a relative URL address that Backbone will use when interacting with the server for performing various REStful operations such as getting data, post new data, update data, etc. In this code sample, since we have a very simple implementation for a REStful web service that is capable of handling the get HTTP method only, we call the function fetch. When calling the function fetch on an object that was created from a model, we indirect execute an Ajax HTTP request to this specific URL address appended with the ID of the very specific object that was created from the model. So in this case, I create an object from the model bank account, and I specify that I want the ID property in that object to be with the value 1, 2, 3. Because of that, when I call the fetch method, I indirectly initiate an HTTP request using the Ajax implementation jQuery provides, and that HTTP request is for this URL address appended with / and the number 1, 2, 3. The reply is text in JSON, and the object that was created from the model bank account is updated with the returned data in JSON. If everything goes well, then the function we specified using the success property is invoked. So if we try to execute this code sample, as you can see in our console, an HTTP request using the XHR object, meaning Ajax, is executed. The request is for this specific URL address, so I can give it a try and see the response. This is the response, JSON, and Backbone takes this response and automatically update the object we are using here, the object that was created from bank account model. When everything finish, then we can be rest assured that the object we have from bank account is updated with the values described in this reply. So once print details is invoked, the output shows that indeed the balance, the credit and interest were updated as expected.